Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for August 17th. And upside down book. August 17th is coming from the same book as always, Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, and the subtitle is Enjoying Peace in His Presence. So, August 17th. Find me in the midst of the maelstrom. Sometimes events whirl around you so quickly that they become a blur. Whisper my name in recognition that I am still with you. Without skipping a beat in the activities that occupy you, you find strength and peace through praying my name. Later, when the happenings have run their course, you can talk with me more fully. Accept each day just as it comes to you. Do not waste your time and energy wishing for a different set of circumstances. Instead, trust me enough to yield to my design and purposes. Remember that nothing can separate you from my loving presence. You are mine. And this reading ties in with Philippians 2 verses 9 to 11 and Isaiah 43 verse 1. It might be 2. My eyes are working fairly well today, but sometimes they get the numbers mixed up. So this little book, if this is the first time you have tuned in, this little book is full of daily passages which tie in with chapters and verses in the Bible. And this year is just about me exploring my own spirituality, my own connection with God and Jesus, and just sharing it online in case any of the readings resonate with somebody who's watching. So this one definitely resonates with me when I want things to be different from how they are. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that we wish, you can wish your life away actually, wishing it was different from how it is. But we have to accept the reality of our lives, the way that it is. And then we can, if possible and wanted, change the circumstances. It's not always possible, but, changing our attitude towards the circumstances is definitely possible because I can do it. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. So really there's this, Jesus is saying to just say a quick prayer to him when, when it hits the fan, when it's just a whirlwind and you just don't know how you're going to cope. You're being guided to just say a quick prayer. Now, if you're not a Christian and you don't believe in Jesus, then maybe just send out a message into the universe, just saying, please, can you help me? I know I can get through this, but please, can you help me? And that is effective, because it changes, your kind of feeling of hopelessness and chaos into the feeling of hope that there is help around you. And I can kind of believe that we're always supported. And I like this bit where it's saying, trust that the set of circumstances that you are in are exactly the circumstances you need at the moment. Maybe it doesn't feel like it's maybe really horrible. And I have lived through horrible circumstances myself. Not as horrible as I know the other people's circumstances are, but comparison is the thief of joy. So I try not to compare my feelings and my circumstances with anybody else's, because your emotions are your emotions. So don't compare yourself with someone who's going through something that you deem as much harder, and you're thinking they're coping. Why am I not coping with what I'm going through? Don't ever or try not to compare yourself to that person that you think is worse off than you, because your emotions are valid, they're real. And, Jesus is just saying that this is all designed to help us grow. This is all designed to help us be all that we can be in my belief system. If your belief system is different, that's okay. I can't tell you that mine is right. But I invite people just to think about the way they approach things. And this acceptance of the reality is one way to peace, because you're not going to be at peace if you're always wishing things were different. So try and find that little grain of gratitude in your day, even if it's just, that you're grateful that you're breathing. You're grateful you opened your eyes this morning. You're grateful that the sun is shining. You're grateful for, and it doesn't have to be very much, but you can probably list a whole bunch of little things that you're grateful for. And then that kind of brings us into the present moment and the reality of the present moment and for me, the vibration of hope. Okay, namaste. Love to you all. Bye now. Bye.